Hey everybody, it's me, Maddie B again. I'm here today to do the second flip through of this journal. This doesn't have quite as much at the end, so I'm probably going to cram this into one part as much as I can, but there might be a part 2 to flip through too. Anyway, so this is the day we left off was my grandpa's funeral. I didn't write for about 4 days because I was just feeling like crap from losing my grandpa and my cousin all in the same, like, within a month, or within like a few weeks, so it was really hard. And I didn't write again for another few days, so I decided, like, I have to force myself to write right now. So I wrote down song lyrics in chronological order of princess appearance, which is Snow White, Cinderella, Aurora, Ariel, and Belle, and then I went over to Lady and the Tramp, Hunchback, Mulan, and 101 Dalmatians, and then some YouTube stuff, and then I wrote down my favorite Pokemon of each typing, and legendary, mythical, fire starter, water starter, grass starter, and evolution. This is all before I knew a lot about Sun and Moon coming out, but you're going to see a lot of that. So far, in the mythical Pokemon giveaway, it is June, so it was February, March, April, May, and now June. And then it's July, August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, I have this down pat memorized. Hoopa was already given away at McDonald's, so there's that. I don't really want to talk about this bit. So after whatever heck happened there, I started writing down the times I take my prescriptions, or my medications. Then some newspapers from the comics, and quite a lot of them. This was when I wanted to do some more scrapbooky-like things with pictures, and these were the only things I'm going to use because they have multiple copies, and there's about 1 million of them still in the house, so I'm using these because I'm not going to destroy a single copy and all that. So anyway, I took a matching-ish color border and from like a mini cardstock pack, like one that's like note card size, and I cut it and I put the picture on, and I glued it or taped it down with some foam tape so it's very uneven on the back. So I need to write the alphabet in a different font, and it would have turned out great if the thing wasn't bubbled over. Stuff about the concert coming up and other things. This was when it was 29 days until the Paris concert. And then I made a lovely collage of Esmeralda. This actually got quite a few likes on Instagram, and this one girl from Japan liked it. And she's also obsessed with Esmeralda, and apparently in Tokyo Disneyland, she is a meet and greet character. And so, heck yeah, I'm jealous. I want to go just to see her. Goodness. Let's see. This was the day after we did a fundraiser for Parker at Scene 75, which is it's like a step up from Chuck E. Cheese, but a step down from Dave & Buster's, if that makes any sense. Same aspect, just a step up, and it's like a middleman. There's the thing, and then there's a party flyer I just picked up. There's only 2 locations so far, and they're both in Ohio. This is when I got a pen pal letter, and she gave me, or Miss Charisma gave me these little washi strips tape things, and I put little samples of them with the little dots that they had over here, and I think they're so cute. I love them. And I used the washi tape samples that she gave me on the edges. And then this was the letter. I had to put it in a different envelope because it was in a bigger one. Yeah, I just slipped it in here, taped it down. And then there's my mother for Mother's Day. And I wrote the entire entry in pink because that's her favorite color. And I used these stamps that she had. I didn't have an ink pad, so I just used my acrylic paint. It probably wasn't the smartest idea, but I mean, it worked, and I cleaned it out as best I could, and there's only like a little tiny bit of dried up paint in the crevices, but it's not like going to destroy it. But yeah, this was probably the longest entry. It was like 6 or 7 or 8 pages, I don't remember. I count pages as like this side, that side as a page. 1 page, 2 page. I was writing stuff on a notepad that had these grumpy cat things on the bottom, so I just cut it out. Then I made a Chip and Dale collage with Clarice, who is this like little girl chipmunk who's like a singer for like a club, and Chip and Dale both have a huge crush on her, and I think it's adorable. Although I didn't have the chance to copy anything, so I had to trace these off the computer very carefully. So that was an interesting experience. I didn't like damage the screen or anything. It's just I was like very careful with tracing them. Like I had to very lightly etch them. And then I went to therapy with my grandma, and we went to Frisch's, which is such a good place to eat. I love it. I especially love their fish sandwiches with onion rings because the tartar sauce they have there is absolutely divine. Like, I dip the onion rings in tartar sauce, and a large majority of people who eat there do the same thing. But it is so good. I thought this was the most weirdest comic I've ever seen. It's like a potato chip party. If you guys want to pause it and read it, go right ahead, but it's hysterical. Anyway, it is so funny. And then I went to the dentist, and then I went with Grandma yesterday to go pick up these Darkrai cards. And I got 2 of them, one for Alpha Sapphire and one for X. And that's when I saw the trailer for the starter Pokemon for Sun and Moon, and it's a sea lion clown named Poplio, a little cat named Litten, and a little owl for the grass starter named Rowlett. And so I put these little stickers of quote-unquote Poplio, Litten, and Rowlett, and I thought it was super funny when I did that. It's like new starters were leaked. Your final forms. But yeah, I was mostly writing about hype for Pokemon that day. Oh, this is my favorite comic I've ever seen. I'm not trying to be like a feminist with it, but it's just, I thought it was super funny. It's like how a man was made by a moldy piece of bread. It's like, ew, this bread is moldy. Hey, is there anything to eat around here? Ew, no, go away. And of course, man wouldn't listen to woman, and which ruined everything. Okay, now it's starting to make sense. And then it was so funny. And it was my favorite YouTubers. And this day was a rather short day, I guess, because I usually write at least half a page a day. Like, something like this, instead of this short. Unless, like, something really big happens. Oh, so, someday before this, my sister moved out. And we are just about done with it. We just need to put in beds, and I need to hang up my artwork. So yeah, everything's painted, everything's in place. We just need an actual bed to hold our mattresses, and we need to hang up my artwork. So these are some paint chips I just randomly picked up. And just more talking about the room. More talk about the room and some random things. So there was this guy, we had the bed frame and the rest of the bunk bed out in the yard for the trashman to pick up the next day. And so this elderly gentleman came to the door and he's like, I hate to bother you, ma'am, but do you mind if I have that bed frame? Is that for the trash man? And I'm like, yes, sir, it is, and you can have it. Go right ahead. It's out for anyone to grab, really. He's like, thank you kindly. And he had like 6 or 7 of these in his pocket for his church. And it was kind of funny. I'm just like, oh, okay, thank you. And yeah. I mean, he was a really nice guy and all that, but he wasn't like jamming it down my throat. He's just like, I think I'll give you one of these just in case you want to think about it. And I'm like, okay. I mean, that's the kind of people that I think are better in religion, like the ones that don't jam it down your throat, but they're just like, if you want to come right ahead, but yeah. Anyway, so these are two colors we were thinking of, but we didn't end up going with these colors because my sister thought this was too dark, and then I thought this was a little too dark. So then we went with these colors, which is my walls, this blue, the other walls and trimming are this painter white, and then my sister got this cathedral gray, and mine is glass sapphire. I think it turned out pretty neat. And you'll see it in the room tour I do, but I'm only going to do my half, as you guys know. I got in a random mood to watch pet videos about cats, so I put in cat stickers. And then my aunt surprised me with washi tapes from Tuesday mornings that were on sale for like 99 cents. So I did a little sample of them. These are all the 99-cent ones, but these were all from a dispenser thing. This one over here. And then just some more comics. Oh, I had a dream this night, and then I had another dream this night, and this one took a lot longer to write about. And in my dream, I tried to draw a critter that was in it, like a giant monster rodent thing. And it was like a gopher mixed with the cupcake from Five Nights at Freddy's. Excuse me. But yeah, I thought it was pretty weird, and I thought this was more ironic because I had a dream I was in a theme park or amusement park, and this came in the mail for Kings Island, and I thought it was hysterical. But yeah, it was my half-assed attempt at drawing the thing. It doesn't do it justice, though, but it was kind of cute. And then I wrote down the lyrics to some Disney songs again. This one was from the short Lava before Inside Out. I have a dream, my hope will come true, that you're here with me, and I'm here with you. I wish that the earth, sea, and the sky up above will send me someone to love. I don't know why I love that short so much. It's adorable. And I wrote down the lyrics to Colors of the Wind, Baby Mine, and then I was wondering what up with some of my pen pal letters not coming. I think because I haven't received anything in the mail in quite a while, and I was kind of concerned. It's just like, I do hope they're not ignoring me, or if they think I'm ignoring them, and I like sent emails saying like, hey, I'm not ignoring you, I just haven't received your letter in the mail yet, I'm so sorry. It's because our mail system's been screwed up lately, and all that, so anyway, this day, I was just ranting about everything and anything under the sun, really. This was the same comic, but it's a different one, the same strip. It's like how bluebirds are blue because they eat blueberries, and it prevents cats from eating them because they hate blueberries, and I thought it was so adorable. Let's see, this was when I sent a package to my friend Callie, and I used this tissue paper, and I was somehow got in the mood to talk about my sexuality, and I'm asexual with biromantic interest, but anyway, I'm not going to get into that, because I know a lot of you aren't really interested, some of you might not be interested in hearing that, so anyway, I got these washi tapes when I was at the Dollar Tree where I got this tissue paper, and some other things. This was before the Chicago trip, the day before it, like before we left. And then this was the autograph page I showed you guys. And I'm pushing on 14 minutes 30 seconds, so I will see you guys in part 2 coming up very soon. Bye!